whatever the question will be discussed in today's class, that's all are important, very much important, because part 1 में हमने discuss किया था the top 15 questions we have discussed in detail and the option we in detail. और इस क्लास में भी हम सबसे हर एक ऑप्शंस को हम कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ समझेंगे and we will discuss in detail. Okay, so those who have not joined still, please join, जल्दी से आप लोग join कर जाएं, so because you will miss the classes. Okay, and please remember this MCQ classes will not be available in the application, it will be available on the YouTube. Okay, so generally we provide the topic videos in the applications, and whatever the MCQ will be discussed, that will be available on the official YouTube, right? So also follow the YouTube channels, and you will get many of the videos there also, that the questions related videos and that creative videos that are produced by the creative teams, right? So हमने 15 क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किया था, क्या आप लोग याद कर रहे हैं? प्लीज जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग, आप जो है नोट्स बनाते हुए आप लोग याद कर रहे हैं? You all are making the notes, right? So basically we will discuss all these questions, right? So now coming to the questions number, right, questions number 15, directly we will come and discuss that we have discussed the chronological sequences of the following editors, right? Now we will discuss question number 16, right, which has been asked in previous years questions papers, right? Also as well as it is asked in the that recently which we have conducted the exams, right? So please जल्दी से आप लोग आंसर्स देंगे and we are okay. So just within a minute we are going to start with the questions number 16. So please read the questions number 16 carefully, right? And we are going to solve this, okay? So question number 16 is that find out the chronological sequence of the following newspapers, right? This is a very basic question that you have to understand this concept, that chronological sequence of the following newspapers, that is India Gazette, Calcutta Gazette, Oriental Advertisers. This is the same, right? Calcutta Journal and Oriental Advertisers is same. It is also known as Oriental Advertisers. Another newspaper is that Bengal Journal, and that is Bombay Herald, right? So choose the right options. Everybody answers, please reply. जल्दी से आप लोग सभी लोग बताएंगे what is the right answers, right? So that we can discuss it. Yes, everybody is replying. Please जल्दी से बताएंगे, सभी लोग reply कीजिए. Everybody will reply, okay? So yes, Atender is saying B, Monita is saying A, Jyoti is saying B. Okay, great. So now write the years, right? The years, it is important, right? So we are talking about India Gazette, that is also known as Calcutta General Advertisers, right? Calcutta General Advertisers. Very important. India Gazette is also known as Calcutta General Advertisers, which was published by the James Augustus Act in 1780. It is just to confuse, right? It is just to confuse you. This India Gazette is given that UGC also can, they can also ask that Calcutta General Advertisers or the Bengal Gazette, right? So these all three names are similar to each other. So remember, this is 1780, that India Gazette, right? Now talking about the Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers, these two newspapers are same. And remember, they can also ask you that Calcutta Gazette is also known as, right? Calcutta Gazette is also known as, so you should remember it is also known as Oriental, right? Yes, Niharika, this is the same as 1780 Bengal Gazette, the Calcutta General Advertiser, okay? We are talking for Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers. This both newspapers are same. So question can be asked different in the different style also, that Calcutta Gazette is also known as what? Then you have to remember This is Oriental Advertisers. Okay, so write this, that when it came Calcutta. Can anybody tell that Calcutta Gazette or the Oriental Advertisers when it came? जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग. Everybody will tell 1784. Yes, very good, Rachna. 1784 is the right answer. That Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers, 1784. Now, talking about the Bengal Journal, this is what 1785. Please remember, please make the list of the newspaper that we discuss in the classes. हम लोग जो भी न्यूज़पेपर को डिस्कस करते हैं क्लासेस में, please note it the list of newspapers and the as well as the years, the foundation year, establishment year, right? So 1785 Bengal Journal. Now about the Bombay Herald, we already have been discussed about the Bombay Herald. So this is what, yes, very good. So this is what anybody can tell. This is, I may give you the hint also. You might have remember. Yes, very good. 79. This is just after the 4 years or in 1785, which was right, which was Madras Courier, right? So Madras Courier के 4 साल बाद 1789 में Bombay Herald आया, जो कि हमने डिस्कस कर चुका है, right? So this is important. India Gazette in 1780, Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers in 1784, and the Bengal Journal, that is in 1785, and Bombay Herald 1789, right? So please note it down. This is very important, right? So now, if you want to discuss more, that we will tell you, right? So little bit we can understand that. So Calcutta Journal की बात करें, like Calcutta Gazette, right? This Calcutta Gazette. So Calcutta Gazette founder, please note it down. Important. They can ask you like Francis. Please note it, Francis Gladwin. So they can ask you like Francis Gladwin was associated with. So they can ask you like that. Okay, so please remember Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers, right? So this is what newspapers that founded by Francis Gladwin. Okay, please remember, this is very important. Now, and if we're talking about Bengal Journal, right? This is that Bengal Journal. इसकी बात करें, this is Bengal Journal that the founder. Please important. It is very much important, right? William Duane and note it down, Thomas Jones. Okay. So Bengal Journal founder William Duane Thomas Jones, right, which is in 1785, and the Calcutta Gazette and Oriental Advertisers, this founder is Francis Gladwin, right? So this was in 1784. So please remember, this is very much important. Sorry, 1785. Is it noted down? Please जल्दी से बताएंगे. सभी लोगों ने note down कर लिया है? Everybody will tell. Okay. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस पे आते हैं. Questions number 17. Okay, the questions number 17, that is, please, cooperators, sir, Bengal Gazette and India Gazette is different, right? Rachna is saying that Bengal Gazette and the India Gazette is very much different, right? So India Gazette, see, it's just wait. I am writing the both three name papers, and Rachna is also right here. So I am writing the Bengal Gazette, the three similar names, that is what? Bengal Gazette, that is also known as simple Calcutta General Advertisers. Please note it down, Calcutta General Advertisers. And the third is what? That same here that Rachna has asked, that is what? India Gazette, right? So do not be confused. Sometimes we get confused. So this three newspapers that names are different. It is the similar one, right? It's the similar one, that is 1780. Okay, this is in what? 1780. Okay, clear? That's different is what? Calcutta Gazette is different. Calcutta Gazette is the different. This is what the it is in 1784. Okay. Is it clear to everybody? क्या clear है? Yes. Everybody, please say. Is it clear to everybody? कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है प्लीज, जल्दी से आप लोग सेपरेट सेपरेट नोट्स बनाते रहें. मेक द सेपरेट नोट्स, राइट, एंड प्लीज मेक द लिस्ट ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर्स. नाउ व्हाटएवर द कंफ्यूजन कम्स प्लीज आस्क. कोई भी कंफ्यूजन होता है तो जनरली प्लीज आस्क. जो पढ़ाते हुए कंफ्यूजन आता है प्लीज आस्क. Do not take in mind, please confuse. Do not get confused, right? Please ask to us. Okay, great. So now any patient, who will tell that about the any patient, right? So have you heard the name of any patient? जल्दी से सभी लोग बताएंगे. Have you heard the name of any patient? any patient के बारे में. Yes, great. So any patient, please note it down. The first point is that what any patient, that is what New India, right? So New India. So note it down that whatever. So New India, he founded the daily newspaper that established in 1914, right? So please note it down. Another newspaper that is Commonweal. Okay, Commonweal. Please note it down. Commonweal. About the any patient we are talking. Okay. So another thing, she was the powerful mouthpiece for the 15 years. She was a powerful mouthpiece for the 15 years advocating the home rule, right? Home rule, that is what the home rule revolution, right? Home rule revolutionizing, right? See, please write it here. Revolutionizing Indian journalism, right? Home rule. So basically, it was for the home rule. This is pretty important that they can ask you in the match the following section, right? So please remember. Now the next thing that he has started home rule movement that led by that same thing led by that one was any Besant, right? Same that we are studying. And the second name that led by that Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, right? Lokmanya Tilak. They both of the freedom fighter, they led the home rule, right? Home rule movement. So any Besant known is home rule movement, and he started newspaper in India in 1914. And another newspaper he started, that's Commonweal. Okay, so please remember. Is it clear to everybody? जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग. Is it clear about the any Besant? Yes, सभी को clear होना चाहिए. Very good. So lead by or led by, that is saying that any Besant or Lokmanya Tilak. Name not clear. See, any Besant we are studying and Lokmanya Tilak, both of them started the home rule movement. Okay. Now about talking about Thomas J. Bennett, right? Talking about Thomas J. Bennett, please note it down. Yes. So Thomas J. Bennett, yes, he is saying Thomas J. Bennett. Can anybody say that will be matched to the? Yes, great Manju, right? Very good. So Manju is saying that it is associated with Times of India, right? So please remember, see Thomas J. Bennett, please note it down, the keywords or the important point that we will note it about the Thomas J. Bennett. See, British journalist, right? He was British journalist. Okay, note it down. Again, notable editor of Times of India, that the question it is, right? Editor of Times of India. Okay. And the last, that is what he was also associate editor of. He was also associate editor of Bombay Gazette. Bombay Gazette. Okay. So yes, can anybody tell that when Bombay Gazette was started? When Bombay Gazette was found? Please tell. When Bombay Gazette was found? जल्दी से बताएंगे, सभी को ईयर्स याद रखने होंगे, जल्दी से बताइए. Bombay Gazette, that is what, yes, Rachna is saying that, yes, you will find somewhere 1790 and as well as 1791 also. Okay. So both can be accepted, right? So this is what 1791. Okay. Bombay Gazette, please remember Bombay Gazette, that is 1791 or the 1790 that you will find somewhere 1791 and 1790 also. So in order to solve the questions of chronological sequence, this newspaper is important. Okay. Now talking about the Robert Knight. So Robert Knight के बारे में बात करते हैं. So basically we know the Robert Knight. This is what the statesman, right? Very good. So Robert Knight is directly related with the Statesman newspaper, and this was the newspaper that was founded in, who will tell? I have given the hint here, right? जल्दी से बताइए. Everybody will tell. The Statesman. Yes. Please write in the chat box the statements here, right? The statements newspaper. Everybody. Please. जल्दी से बताएंगे. Everybody will tell. So this is what 1875. 1875. Yes, Manju. Yes, 1875. He started the newspaper, the Statesman. And about the Robert Knight, you should know that he was also the editor of as well Times of India and as well as the founder editor of the Statesman, right? Times of India के भी वो editor थे और the Statements के वो founding editor भी थे, founder editor, right? So this is what the Statesman. Now the remaining thing that we have discussed, like this is Times of India and anyway said New India, and this is what the Chittaranjan Das is the forward, right? So talking about Chittaranjan Das, right? Chittaranjan Das, so you can say also known as Desh Bandhu, okay? Also known as Desh Bandhu, please note it down, popularly known as Desh Bandhu. You can say the friend of nation. Friend of nation is also known as in Hindi Desh Bandhu. So popularly known as Desh Bandhu, that questions can be asked you in the paper 1 also. So please note it down. And he was the founder, leader of Swaraj Party. Okay. Founder, leader of Swaraj Party. Please note it down. Please, whenever you attend this MCQ classes, please sit with a pen and paper. Okay. Pen and paper के साथ आपको बैठना है, because many of the things that we have to note it down. Okay. Now he brought a newspaper that called Forward, और बाद में इसका नाम चेंज कर दिया गया. Later it changed the name. That later changed the name, right? Later it changed the name to Liberty. Okay. Forward, from the forward to the Liberty. Okay. So this is important. ठीक है. Forward से नाम बदलकर Liberty रख दिया गया. That's the important. Later the name of the newspaper has been changed. That becomes Liberty. Okay. So Forward was to spread his message to the public and fight against the British Raj. Okay. In order to fight against the British Raj, this newspaper has been brought by the Chittaranjan Das. Okay. And you have to also know one thing in this, that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was also the editor of Forward. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was also the, see, note it down here. Netaji Bose was also editor of Forward. Okay. Please note it down. Is it clear to everybody? सभी को clear है? जल्दी से बताएंगे, because each and every options are important. हर एक option important है. We have to go deeply, right? We have to analyze the options, because this has already been asked, and UGC can ask in any style, in any of the style they can ask you, right? They can ask you, right? Chitranjan Das is associated with, right? Chitranjan Das was associated with. They can also ask you the forward newspaper was changed its name to. The option can be given to that. You have to remember that it's Liberty. So they can also ask you that Deshbandhu was popularly known as what? So you can answer the friend of nation or the Deshbandhu. Okay. सभी को क्लियर है यहां तक? कोई कंफ्यूजन इज, एनी कंफ्यूजन इज देयर देन प्लीज आस्क, ठीक है? कोई कंफ्यूजन है तो जरूर पूछिए. यस, नो कंफ्यूजन, से नो टू एवरीबॉडी. अब बहुत यस हो गया, देन से नो नाउ. At every time we say yes, then this time please click on the no, that there is no confusion. Everybody, yes, great. Okay, चलिए. Now coming to the questions number 18. Okay, questions number 18, that is what? Match the following. Okay, so newspaper, a column is newspaper and other side is that language. So please remember, please, Niharika, we have discussed about the Calcutta Gazette. Okay, that what was there, right? So we will tell you in the last, because at that time you please ask related to that. Okay, Niharika, same. Okay, yeah, definitely, because we just confuse in, because we are in the question number 18 and we will discuss about the question number 16, we may get confused. Okay, so ask in that time or in the admin time we will discuss. Okay, so don't worry for that. Chaliye, so Deshdoot, that newspaper and language. Okay, so मैच दी फॉलोइंग, आपको मैच करना है देशदूत और इधर अदर साइड इज दैट न्यूज़पेपर. ओके, जल्दी से बताएंगे. सो देशदूत इज रिलेटेड विथ, एवरीबॉडी टेल. Everybody, yes, great. So now we will discuss about, so see the first Deshdoot. Okay, we will discuss about the Deshdoot. This is what? This is the newspaper in the Marathi language. Okay, Marathi language newspaper, and this periodicity was weekly newspaper. Okay, weekly newspaper, please note it down. This Deshdoot is the Marathi language newspaper and this periodicity of the newspaper was weekly. Okay, and this founded in the year, here I will write the year also as well. Okay, 1966, please note it down. And the founder that is by Mr., please write it down, Devkishan Sarda. Okay, so this is what, and this published from the Nasik. Okay, so now talking about the Udayavani, right? Udayavani, this is what, in the year 1970. Okay, this is newspaper which published from Karnataka, right? Very good, Manju has answered. This is what? Okay, so Deshdoot is Marathi. Okay, so Udayavani, that is in 1970. This is the Kannada daily newspaper. This is also the daily newspaper. Okay, please note it down. Okay, so this newspaper Udayavani was published in first time in 1970. That this is the daily newspaper, and this you can say that the founder, please note it, I am writing it here, that, or you can founder here. Okay, so please note it down, the founder. Okay, so Mohan Das Pai. Okay, and another founder, that T Satish. Okay, T Satish Pai. Okay, so these two founders have started the Udayavani newspaper that was published in Karnataka, Kannada language, right? That Kannada language. Okay, is it clear? Now talking about the Matribhumi, that we have already been discussed in the previous in the part 1 discussion, right? Part 1 discussion classes. So Matribhumi, that is right, very good. That is Malayalam, and we know that is 1880. Can anybody tell? Sorry, 1923. Okay, that is then, yes, very good, Manju. 1923, that Malayalam, and the founder is jaldi se batayenge, we have discussed. Yes, very good, Rachna, very good, Rachna. That is KP Keso Menon. Okay, KP Keso Menon. Very good, Manju. Very good, Rachna. So this is what the KP Keso Menon has started the newspaper Matribhumi 1923. Okay. Now, talking about Dainik Pratidhan, this is the remaining thing, that is what Bengali. Okay. So if we talking about Dainik Pratidhan, okay. So when you search this newspaper, you will find the newspaper, that is what Dainik Pratidhan in 1992. Okay. So this is the newspaper, and also known as what? Sangbad Pratidin. Okay. Sangbad Pratidin. Okay. Also known as Sangbad Pratidin. And you can say that founder, please note it down, questions. Swapna, okay, Sadhan Bose, okay. So this is what about the newspaper. So questions. Now, alternative, how the alternative question can be framed. There is no, we are not here only to solve these questions only. So how the question can be framed in the different style, okay. How the question can be framed in different style. So questions, another style of forming these questions can be like, see, Udayavani, Matribhumi, okay, Dainik Pratidin, and Deshdoot, okay. In this way, right? So you have to arrange it in a sequence. You have to arrange in a sequence. आपको sequence में arrange करना है. So how will you arrange unless and until you are not aware about that when this newspaper was found actually? Okay. So how will you do? So this can be done when you are knowing about the establishment or the founding years of the newspaper. So remember the founding years, the question can be asked in the different style. Okay. So remember. Now another question pattern that can be like Udayavani newspaper published in. The option can be given, right? Option can be given to you. So you have to tell the right option, that is Udayavani newspaper published in Kannada language, right? So is it clear to everybody? Questions number 18 is clear to everybody. एक चीज clear है? Each and every option is clear. Yes, everybody will tell. Okay. Yes, right. Very good. Now, talking about the questions number 19, right? Questions number 19, it is very much important. Again, talking about the newspaper. So from the newspaper, question is asked many, right? So you have to know the years, founders, as well as in which language it is published, right? So till now, what we have observed, yes, Manju has said that definitely when you know the years, you will get the correct answers, right? So match the following. So it is important thing that we have observed from the newspapers, what is asked generally. So newspaper, that the first option is that year आपको याद रखना है, that year you have to memorize. Language, you have to know that in which newspaper is published in which languages. Now founder is in founder and editor, right? It is important that which editor is associated with these newspapers, right? Like the here it is asked that Pothan Joseph has been editor of which newspaper. So this is important, right? You have to note it down. So now talking about each and everything that we will discuss here. So don't worry for that. Now see, talking about Deccan Herald. Okay. So Deccan Herald was published in which of the years? That is 1948. So first we will write the newspapers here, right? So 1948, please note it down. So National Herald, that is in 1938, and Indian Express, that is in 1931, and the Times of India, that is in 1838. Okay, so these are the years that can be asked in chronological sequence also. Okay, chronological sequence में भी ये पूछा जा सकता है, so it's important. Okay, so now we have to match each and everything. Okay, so कैन एनीबडी आंसर, जल्दी से आप लोग आंसर दीजिए, एवरीबडी. Deccan Herald, National, Indian Express. So if we talk about now, so till then, meanwhile you can answers, right? So everybody is saying Deccan Herald, this is what Port and Joseph, right? So meanwhile we can discuss about the each of the newspaper, right? Deccan Herald के बारे में बात करते हैं. So this is in English language. I will write here English languages, ठीक है? And the founder, please note it down the founder, that is K.N. Guruswamy. Okay, K.N. Guruswamy. Please note it down. National Herald, that is in 1938, and this published by, everybody can this answer. Please note it. जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग. नेशनल हेराल्ड का न्यूज़पेपर का फाउंडर, एवरीबडी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दिस क्वेश्चन हैज ऑलरेडी बीन आस्क्ड. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा भी जा चुका है, जल्दी से बताइए एवरीबडी. Yes, Monica is saying that this is what B. So we will discuss this. First you tell that founder of the National Herald newspaper. जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग. Founder of the National Herald newspaper. जल्दी से बताइए, सभी लोग बताएंगे. Everybody will tell. No, nobody has answered yet, right? So please note it. And this is Jawaharlal Nehru. Why Jawaharlal Nehru started this National Herald newspaper to win the independence, right? The newspaper worked as a tool. ये टूल की तरह काम किया था, और स्टार्ट किसने किया था? जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने, राइट? सो इंडियन एक्सप्रेस की बात करें, नाउ इट इज इन 1931, एंड द फाउंडर ऑफ द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, दैट इज व्हाट? द रामनाथ गोयनका. ओके, Ramnath Goenka. Okay. Now talking about 1838, the Times of India, that is started by Bennett Coleman Company, right? Bennett Coleman. Okay. And this newspaper, now the editor is Jaideep Bose. Okay. Jaideep Bose, the current editor is of the Times of India, Jaideep Bose. So remember this, these are the important things that you have to remember. Please, जल्दी से आप लोग सभी लोग बताइए. Everybody answers. Have you noted down? Please say, have you noted down? Everybody, क्या सभी लोगों ने नोट डाउन कर लिया है? Yes, okay. Okay, so now talking about the answers, right? So see, have you gone through the, that one thing that I would like to tell you, have you gone through this, that it is published, right? So Dimple saying here, Dimple Bose, editor or founder. Dimple, see, Jaideep Bose is the editor, not the founder. So founder, that the Bennett Coleman, yet you will find the Times of India in the Google, when you Google about the Times of India. Yes, it is known as Bennett Coleman Company has started the Times of India. There is the history behind, and the editor is Jaideep Bose. Okay, so what I'm saying now here, so it is uploaded in the question section, right? Question paper section, this question paper, and below this you will find the answers as well as the solution also, right? So आपने solution देखा है नहीं देखा है मुझे नहीं पता, but please note it down here. यहाँ पर अगर आप जाएंगे सबसे नीचे, when you go down at the end of the paper, you will also find the answers here. Please say, ठीक है? यहाँ पर आपको आंसर्स भी मिलेंगे. ओके, सो सी, यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से लेकर आपको सारे आंसर्स भी हैं, राइट? नाउ इसके नीचे, सबसे नीचे जाएंगे, देन यू विल फाइंड सम, देयर इज सम सॉल्यूशन इज आल्सो गिवन हियर. ओके, यहाँ पे आपको कुछ सॉल्यूशन भी दिया हुआ है, दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? each and every questions that's the answer is given and as well as the solutions are also given. Okay, yes. So question paper में सिर्फ questions नहीं है, there is no only the question is available there, so there is also available with the answers and the explanations. Okay, so जिन लोग नहीं गए होंगे, so that for them that I wanted to tell here, right? So this is the important things that the question paper having. Okay, so now we were at the questions number 19. Okay, right? So questions number 19 में हम थे. So now we'll match the things that now Deccan Herald, that's the Pothan Joseph that you have to know, and the National Herald that the founder was the newspaper that Jawaharlal Nehru, and this is what the M. Chalapati Rao, right? And the Indian Express that then established in 1931, then founder was that Ramnath Goenka, right? And this is what Indian Express that is in, that is what the editor is Mulgonkar. Okay, so remember that is Goenka, Goanka, right? So mnemonics is there at Goenka. So S. Mul Goenka, Ramnath Goenka, right? Ramnath Goenka. So this is what the mnemonics that you can remember. So S. Goenka was the editor of the Indian Express, and that Girilal Jain is the Times of India. Okay, so you will get the list of the newspaper editors also. Okay, so after the class we will send you the list of editors which are associated with the newspapers also. We have the different list also. Okay, so हम आपको link भेजेंगे, that we will send you the link. On that link it is given there, right, the list of editors and the list of the newspapers. Okay, ये सारी चीजें आपको एक साथ मिल जाएगी, that you have to remember. We'll send you the link. आपको ढूंढना नहीं है, जाकर कहीं भी आपको ढूंढना नहीं है, we'll send you the link. Okay, so now talking about the questions number 20, right? Questions number 20 पर आते हैं. So again here, see the country, another style of asking question by the UGC. So what we have this observed in the newspaper section. Newspaper section में हमने क्या-क्या observe किया है? That the important is founder, important is editor, important is years, right? Important is language, in which language the newspaper is published, and another thing that is what the country. Okay, country. So these are the special things from the newspaper section that UGC can ask you. UGC ये पूछ सकता है इन सारे एलिमेंट्स में, राइट? इन सारे ये सारे एलिमेंट्स हैं जहां से क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं आपके कि कौन से न्यूज़पेपर कौन सी कंट्री से है, कौन से न्यूज़पेपर कौन से लैंग्वेज में पब्लिश होता है, एंड कौन से न्यूज़पेपर कौन से ईयर्स में आया, एंड द एडिटर्स एज वेल एज द फाउंडर्स. ओके, इज इट क्लियर? क्या एलिमेंट्स आपको ध्यान रखने हैं सभी को? प्लीज एवरीबॉडी विल टेल. Have you noted down these things? Yes. Okay. Now we will discuss the economist. The economist की बात करते हैं. We will discuss the economist. This is what the year. Please note it down. This is what the 1843. Okay. The economist 1843, and we're talking about the Wall Street Journal. Okay, that is 1889. And the Bild, that is a newspaper in Germany. That Bild, very famous newspaper, that is in 1952. And the Straits Times we are talking, right? The Straits Times की बात कर रहे हैं, that is what in 1845. Okay, so this is the years of the newspaper, founding years of the newspaper, which is very important. Okay, the Economist, the Wall, the Bild, and the Straits Times. Okay, so now we will match the country wise. Okay, we'll match the country wise. So the Economist, right? So first is that Economist, that is what the Great Britain. Okay, the Wall Street, that is USA, right? And the Bild, that is Germany, and that is Straits Times, that is Singapore. Okay, ये आपको ध्यान रखने हैं, important. Please note it down. Everybody, please note it down. So founder, ठीक है, फाउंडर आपको याद रखना है, दैट इज व्हाट जेम्स विल्सन. So James Wilson is the founder of the Economist newspaper that published from the Great Britain, and it was founded in the year 1843. Okay. Now the Wall Street Journal, that is in 1889, that from the United States, and the Bild is very popular newspaper, that is what German tabloid newspaper, you can say, that is Germany, and the Straits Times, right, which is in Singaporean daily newspaper, that is in 1845. So in order to sequence you have to arrange sequence. So what could be, agar aapko arrange karna hai, that the important thing is the A sequence, right? Sequence of newspapers. Okay. So number A, that is the Economist. Okay. And A B, that is Straits Times. ठीक है, आप लोग सीक्वेंस में भी लिख लीजिए, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है. नाउ द वॉल एंड द लास्ट, दैट इज व्हाट the Bild. Okay, newspaper Bild, that is what the sequence questions that can also be asked to you. Okay, yes, Manju is saying that the Economist, Straits Times, and the Wall and the Bild. Okay, very good, great. Now अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. Questions number 21. Question number 21, please answers question number 21, everybody. Kuldeep Nayyar जो है, that is well known for, everybody, very good. Niharika, Monica, very good. So this is what investigative reporting, right? So Kuldeep Nayyar is well known for investigative reporting. So about the Kuldeep Nayyar, we will write some of the things that is very much important about the Kuldeep Nayyar, right? So here we can answer about the investigative reporting. That another things are also important, वो भी important है, जो कि please note it down. So Indian journalist, we know about that Kuldeep Nayyar is a Indian journalist, and he was also the editor of the Statesman. Okay, Robert Knight के द्वारा जो लाया गया newspaper, that founded by Robert Knight, the Statesman, in 1875. Then that the editor of the Statesman was there, right? Kuldeep Nayyar. So now the second thing that is important was is he started that the very important Editors Guild of India. Editors Guild of India. Okay. Editors Guild of India. He started Editors Guild of India in 1977, or you can somewhere you will find 1978 also. Dono 1977 or 1978. Okay. So somewhere it is written 1977 and 1978. So years are never asked, but you have to remember the approx year also. Okay. So Editor Guild of India, Kuldeep Nayyar has started. Okay. Now another important thing, that please note it down about the famous books. So Editor Guild of India, do you know about the Editor Guild of India? So what is Editor Guild of India? Can anybody tell? Yes, during the emergency it was, right? Very good. So what is Editor Guild of India? क्या था Editor Guild of India? Please tell. Anybody? जल्दी से बताएंगे. Anybody? Rachna, Manju, Monita, Dimple, everybody answer? Yes, very good. So this was about to protect the press freedom. Okay, press freedom. Okay, so this was Editor Guild of India was non-profit organization of journalists, right? Non-profit organizations of journalists. That objective was to protect the press freedom. That Editor Guild of India started by the Kuldeep Nayyar in 1977. Okay. Now, so famous books. We were talking about the famous books of the Kuldeep Nayyar. So write some famous books also that can be asked to you, right? As in that who authored this book, right? Or this book is related with. So this can be asked. So famous book, please you should know and write. So first book, that is what? Beyond the Lines Beyond the Lines and autobiography. Autobiography. Okay. Second book, that is what? Tales of Two Cities. Tales of Two Cities. Please note it down, right? So another that the important book is India House. Okay. Now, please note it. Yes, Beyond the Lines. Yes, very good. Beyond the Lines than autobiography. That is, so number fourth book, that is India After Nehru. India After Nehru. Okay. And the number fifth, that is a Scoop. And the number six, that is very much important. Please note it down. See, Tragedy of Punjab, Operation Blue Star. Operation Blue Star. Okay. And the last book that you can remember, that is what? The Judgment Inside a Story of Emergency. Inside Story of Emergency. Okay. So these are the famous popular books of the Kuldeep Nayyar that you have to remember, right? This is very important books, that investigative reportings that you know, but these all are the important things that Editor Guild of India, famous books, that Editor of the Statesman, these all are important. Okay. Is it clear? जल्दी से बताएंगे सभी लोग, so that we can move to the next questions. Okay. So we are going into the deep. So deeps are important. जल्दी से बताएंगे. Yes, very good. Is the class going on in the right way? In the right way? जल्दी से बताएंगे everybody. Yes, great. So now some of the questions are very important. ये आपको जल्दी कवर करना है, because यहाँ पे डीप में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. So yellow journalism is all about. Everybody answers. Yellow journalism is all about. Yes. So Manju is saying, Monica is saying C. So no, it's not D. Yes. Tendril and Sikha has said this is all of these, right? So exaggeration of the news incidents, right? This is what the yellow journalism, as scandal mongering is also the yellow journalism, and the sensationalism of the news stories is also the news yellow journalism. So basically, what is yellow journalism? That is that you can write it here, that sensationalized, or you can say sensationalized of news in newspapers, sensationalized news in the newspapers in order to attract the readers or increase the circulation. Okay. Or you can say that the yellow journalism that was started by William Randolph and Joseph Pulitzer. Okay. William Randolph and Joseph Pulitzer. So they started the term yellow journalism. Okay. जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं पीत पत्रकारिता also. Okay. So these all are related with the yellow journalism. Okay. Now, that the very basic question that we have discussed in the first class is, right, the word journalism is derived from. Everybody. Everybody just say answers. Yes. Very good. Great. That the Latin word. Yes. The word journalism is derived from the word that is Latin. Okay. So we have discussed this word, that journalism, right? Journals or diurnals, right? So diurnals was that it means daily, right? And from here it comes the journalism or journalist word. Yes, very good. Very good. So this is what the word journalism is derived from the Latin. So this is the correct answers. Okay. Now, questions number 24, we will discuss till the question number 25. Okay. So don't worry, 26. Okay. So now talking about the questions number 24, in journalism, convergence means, what is convergence in the journalism? Everybody answers, please say. Everybody answers. Yes, yes, everybody is right. So this is what the convergence. No, no, Monita is saying B. So this is not the B. This is not the B. This answer is A. How it can be A? So see, we are reading the convergence. Convergence means what? You are getting all forms of things at one place. At one place, you are getting all forms, right? So that we discuss that the great example of convergence, that is what the smartphone. The smartphone, in the smartphone, you get the calendar, alarm, calculator, internet, right? Everything you get in the smartphone, and you can do anything from the smartphone, right? So this is what the convergence example, best example of the smartphone, right? So best example is the smartphone of the convergence. So here it is asked the journalism convergence. So journalism convergence is what? Where you get all types of facilities, right? Right? You can see that, you can say that if you are reading an article, see, if you are reading an article, you are also images you are that you are getting, also as well you are getting the video link. At the below you will get the audio link, right? You will get another related stories. So this is what you are getting at one place, all the things like sharing facilities, news gathering, resources, personals or content. This is what the convergence. Okay, is it clear to you? Jaldi se batayenge sabhi log. So this is what, rather than getting just reading news at one place, so basically it is what reading an article online, scrolling through the slides, so and clicking on the video link and all. Okay, so this is what the कन्वर्जेंस, जहां पे सारी चीजें आपको एक जगह पे मिल जाती है, आर्टिकल्स, इमेजेस, वीडियो लिंक, ऑडियो लिंक, रिलेटेड न्यूज, सो एक चीजें, सो सारी फैसिलिटीज एक जगह पे मिलती है, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? कन्वर्जेंस कहते हैं, राइट? द लास्ट टू क्वेश्चंस दैट वी विल डिस्कस, that questions number 25 here. Now see, question number 25, the J Gopi Krishnan who won the 2G spectrum, right? So basically the pioneer. Okay, very good, very good. This is what the pioneer, that the first, at very first, the newspaper, the pioneer newspaper in which the 2G spectrum scandal was published. So if we're talking about J Gopi Krishnan, so please note it down. J Gopi Krishnan who uncovered the 2G spectrum, who uncovered the 2G spectrum, right? जिन्होंने 2G घोटाला को अनकवर किया, और साथ ही साथ उनको that he awarded रामनाथ गोयनका award. Okay, note it down, Ramnath Goenka award in 2012. Okay, and the another thing that is important, that उस समय जब ये 2G spectrum हुआ, then can anybody tell who was the telecom minister? Who was the telecom minister during that time? At the time 2G spectrum scandal was that, right? क्या बता सकते हैं जब 2G घोटाला हुआ तो उस समय टेलीकॉम मिनिस्टर कौन थे? Yes, very good. That the E Raja, that Manju has answered. Very good. Niharika has also answered that E Raja, telecom minister, was there at that time, right? And this exposed the hidden list of the companies that were involved, right? Hidden list of the companies that were involved with the telecom minister E Raja. E Raja के साथ जो involved थे, right? So this is what the important. Okay. Now, so this is the very simple question that we have already discussed. Who deemed as the father of Indian journalism? जल्दी से बताएंगे. Father of Indian journalism. Yes, James Augustus Hickey, 1780. The Bengal Gazette, Calcutta General Advertiser. This all these things. Okay. And this is again same as well as in the question number 27. This we will also end these questions because it is related with the yellow journalism. So this is what yellow journalism is: a exploitative, sensational. So whenever this word comes, sensation or sensationalism or sensationalized, right, or exaggerations, Okay, exaggerations. These all words are related with the yellow journalism. These all words are related with the yellow journalism. So please remember. Very good, Monita, Dimple, Manju. Everybody has answered. This is the right answers. Okay. क्या clear है सभी को? So yes, very good. So now the time has been over. We will discuss from the question number 8 in the upcoming classes, right? Question number 28 से discuss करेंगे और we will go in deep. और simple सी बात आपको बताता हूँ, that very simple line we will say you that if you make the notes of all these 50 questions, अगर ये 50 क्वेश्चन को आप नोट्स बनाएंगे, then it will goes approx 3 pages, right? It will go approx 10 pages, right? So आप remember कितना deep में हम लोग जा रहे हैं. So basically we are covering all types of questions. So this is the important. ये आपका 10 पेजेस का नोट्स आपको बहुत काम करेगा, आने वाले हर सवाल का जवाब देगा, right? In the future, every questions can be answered from this all 10 pages that you made now. जो आप अभी बनाया आपने, वो सारे 10 पेजेस से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए जा सकते हैं, राइट? सो इज द यस. हाँ, निहारिका का डाउट था that we are repeating it again here. Niharika, that the Bengal gadget doubt, India gadget also not. Yes. So see, Calcutta General Advertisers, right? Calcutta General Advertisers, Bengal gadget. Please note it down. Bengal gadget, right? और साथ ही India gadget, right? India gadget. So all these are words same. All these are similar names of that newspaper Bengal gadget. Okay, is it clear? जल्दी से बताइए. 1780. Yes. Okay, very good. So these are all are important questions. Make the proper notes and we will just open the options of assignment options. Okay, that where you can upload the notes that we will check and we will revert to you, right? So we are going in the deep each and everything we are discussing here, right? And please, whatever you filled out, please consult us and definitely contact us for the clear your confusion. Okay,